Meanwhile, Ule's mother, as strong could be, shook and rolled her shoulders to free herself from the clinging beasts. But the tigers and teeth and claws buried her in her thick hide, and they were not easily thrown. No one knows who would have won the battle between the tigers and the mammoth cub, for at the moment Wooly raced back up the packed snow trail, his tiny curved tusks raised for battle. The saber-toothed tigers had what they wanted. The weakest was now isolated from the herd. They leaped from the female's back and crouched facing the charging calf. Willie's mother, not realizing what was happening, stood there dazed. Willie continued his charge. The male saber-toothed tiger stood his ground, and then slipped to the side, allowing Willie to continue his charge toward the female cat. Now they had him trapped between the two of them. This would be an easy kill. The large female cat hissed and hunched her massive back, the coarse hair bristling. Her mouth was open wide, exposing the lower, laser-sharp teeth. Her long fangs curved down from above. Willie skidded to a stop. He turned to run, only to face the male, who was crouching behind, waiting to attack. Willie was trapped. Fear overcome him, and he stood there frozen still. His trunk swept back and forth in the snow, matching the angry snaps of the cat's tails. Then, just as all seemed lost, all was saved. The ice shook with the thundering feet of Willie's mother. She had shaken off the pain of her wounds, and the attacked became the attacker. With her trunk, she grabbed the female saber-toothed tiger from behind and lifted her high in the air. Then, with a twist of her mighty head, she dashed the cat onto the ice. One thunderous stab and the tiger was dead. She quickly turned the attention to the larger male saber-toothed tiger, who had swung at Willie with his massive clawed paw. Willie had backed away just in time, but his side had been raked with the jagged claws. Willie's mother lowered her massive high-domed skull and charged the saber-toothed tiger, focusing only on the male and never saw her coming. Her head smashed into his side just as he attempted to finish Uli off. Using all of her massive weight, she pressed down on the saber-toothed tiger, and instantly he, too, was dead. Blood dripping, dripping down her side from the wounds on her back. She turned to if there were more, but there was nothing there except for a small, frightened mammoth's cough. Time was running out, urging Uli to follow. She hurried back down the snow-packed trail to the narrow ice bridge across the crevasse. She started across with Uli following. The snow bridge weakened by the herd that had gone before began to crumble. Chunks of ice and snow broke away as the bridge slowly collapsed. Uli stopped at the last possible moment, stepping back onto the solid ice of the glacier. With a gasp, he watched as his mother fell from the bridge into the seemingly bottomless chasm. His heart pounded, and large tears formed and froze in the corners of his eyes. His mother was gone. Worse. He was trapped on the glacier, and the herd was on the other side, fading from view. He trumped along, only tone that echoed down into the chasm, and then there was only silence. Uli's call did not go unheard, for in an ice cave not far away, a young saber-toothed tiger first heard the blood call of his parents, and then last the haunting farewell from the young calf. Now the ending of this story is up to you. What happens next to these two young creatures trapped in isolation on the Blue Ice Glacier? What do they do for good? Food. What does Uli do for shelter? Does the hunter become the hunted? Just how will it end? The author would like to know what you think and why. Thursday, 15 September 2011. I went to school. Before I went to school, I woke up late today, but I didn't feel late because I washed quickly and I ate breakfast quickly, so I had rest time. I had break between after dinner and before bus, so I watched TV and then went to bus stop. There were some seats in the bus, so I sit down. So I could go school very comfortable, but I was too nice, so I gave my seat to older person. So I standed up and arrived to school. Uh, we had PE class in the second class. It was very hot, even about 10 or around 10. So I didn't play soccer in the lunchtime. There's another reason, because I hurted my knee. Yes, doesn't mm, it doesn't matter so much for playing soccer, but I just didn't want to play soccer. So I just stayed at the classroom and went to eat lunch. These days, our school's lunch is getting worse and worse. The food number are going down, and they taste worse, and the food types are very few. So I don't want to eat lunch at school, but I have to, because if I don't, I will be hungry. So I didn't eat enough lunch today. So I ate some snacks and I came back to home and I did my homework.